What's up? Good morning. Ah, good thing I got up because watch said it was 5:30, and it's not 5:30. 6:30. Market's opened. But we gotta jump right in there. Gotta jump right in there. Alrighty. So, kick over to Top Step real quick. We're drawings real fast. Let's set some pre-market parameters. I don't know what kind of news happened, but initial jobless projection. Okay. So, pre-market low here, market high here. We have two bars that are finished in 5 minutes, 9:30 and 9:35. Middle of the range, I'm going to get rid of VWAP because I don't care about it. Not right now, not in this context. So, yeah, now let's jump over to Fast Track and let's get some cleaning up going here. So, Fast Track broke right through some levels here. Key is ripped through all of them, and technically, yeah, just ripped through all the levels. I wanted to short up here, these guys right here. So up here would have got the initial short off, but I am really surprised it ate up all that liquidity. Then we just dumped, kind of like back into where the seller was. So at this point, so very interesting. Here's your other seller here. Yeah. So right there. Not working in my favor. There we go. So that was the other seller up there. And look, we bounced right off that liquidity pool. Good morning, Samu. How are you? I said good morning, but it's your afternoon. Good afternoon for you. Good. We're trying to check out these buyers. We're gonna try and peg them down today. So we got buyers. I even left some orders the last night just in case we came down. In hindsight, it's probably a good thing I didn't get filled there because how much that moved in the, what was that? Oh, 200, 300 point move? 300 point move overnight? That's crazy. That was really crazy. All right, let's see here. Got this order block here. I don't say order block. This one here. Got increase, decrease, decrease, increase, increase. Here we are. We dipped right into there. Right. So we have buying, new buying here. There you are. All right. So the overlap was the winner there. That would have been a good buy. Oh, all right. Increase, new sellers. But really, see how this plays out. All these levels are gone. It's pretty crazy to me. Yeah, pretty wild. Get some charts ready over here too. See if we can get some. Moves, different price actions on crude oil and gold. All right, so 5. Consolidating. Draw a couple zones here and see where I want to play at. Yeah. Watching the bounce on the fast track, but nothing much to do there. Do 5 minutes, so we got 2 down bars here. A little bit of an uptick. We may have put in our low here. A little tight here, but we'll see. So waiting for that to range out. In the meantime, I'm gonna prep some of these charts out here. These guys got ran through. All right. Yeah. So other than that, nothing too much. Check out that sunlight by Dewey this morning. Right. Kind of tired this morning. Not a lot of commentary. Just chilling, hanging out, waiting. Not much to do for me here. They want to get ready to take a short. Let's see if this is the. This is this. Let's see here. What's up, Dewey? I was looking at your chart a second ago. I think I may try and get in here somewhere. Pixeler 500. $10. 525. And I'll do 2, 5, 4, 2, 4, 540. All right. So, try and scale into this position here. See if I get a little love tap. Top step, nothing's really happened yet, and I'm charting out the oil gold. So, gonna have a peek here. Got going on. This is supposed to be MGC actually. I missed that first short here. All right, let's keep an eye on it. It's supposed to be TL. Are they all gold? All right, sorry about that. Having a little internet troubles there. There we go. All right, so this is crude. Oh, this is supposed to be gold. Oh my goodness. I don't mess with 4 charts that often. All right. So I kind of wanted that at there. This first test. It's kind of where it sold into a touch. 504. I was hoping for 510. I still may wait. It's kind of looking for that. See if that works. I'm still here. You have a slight buyer here. There. I only took 25, 43, 25 there. Okay. Oh yeah, no worries, Dewey. Chill this morning. I'm a little had a late wake up this morning, so. All right, so let's see if this takes a little scalp here. This one wants to pick up this buyer. Pretty thin. Looking really heavy. Definitely don't want to hold if it's going to leg down here. But 55 seconds left, so I'm going to hold that one. Let's see. Not going to average down. I kind of want to play this buyer. There is a buyer over here, though. These two. Should probably charge some of these guys, huh? 2 minutes. Seconds left. Let's see if he gets taken. If he gets taken, yeah. 5, 4, 1. I probably should have got that down there. I didn't really catch him, but we'll see. Got this buyer barely hanging on here. Volume upticked on the sell. Yeah, I feel like this could get really crazy here. I'm gonna hold on to him though. Worst case scenario, it really just dumps and hits this next seller here. But we'll see. This buyer's holding on for dear life. Getting shorted into pretty heavy. That was interesting when it came up like that. Came really aggressive into that seller, so this one might get taken out too. 45 seconds left. I don't want to hold it for too long. Now that there's buying here, this guy starts getting cracked. Position could be in for a world of hurt. Go down 17 points roughly. Yeah, let's see what happens. I'll hold on to it. Might want to wait for a little bit stronger of a buyer though. Close this position here. All that. Could bounce off this buyer here, but played this one, so I'm gonna stick with it. That's the one I wanted to take this morning. Good morning. Good morning, DS. How are you? I'm a little slow this morning, so forgive my slow speech, man. I have a hard time waking up. Gold broke out of its highs? No. Not with this big block over here. Alright, so it looks like we're heading down again. We break this. How about any of these pre-market buyers? We'll see. Tag those locations last night, man. That was talking about the triple zones here. When you have multiple buyers, new buyers aggressing in one area. There we go. How these pockets just hit. Let's see. Broke this one. Full fledged. Right, so now we're actually working towards the setup here on the top step. Got a little 2 bar here. Just dumping on the whatever on the NQ. So we broke through this guy. He's gone. Starting to tap into that buying that happened in the overnight session. Getting sold into pretty heavy. I don't know if we come back up there, but would be pretty interested in selling up here. Kind of just missed me. I was bummed. Had that order in 505 and just missed me. I'm starting to find a little bit of buying down here. All right. I want to see it kind of rotate back to these 280s. Oh, it looked to be a buyer there. 280s over here. Come down into this little pocket here. We bounce off this dude. So let's see. Let's continue. Got 1 minute left in this candle. I don't want a huge retracement. Like the volume. That's a big, they're big bars. 40 to 30. Wow, these are huge bars. I didn't really think it was moving that much today. It's really moving. All right, here we go. 524.
Order filled.
All right, I'm short 1. Not a recommendation. Especially when this is a 300 point move. That's just crazy. Weird. I'll run that a touch. All right. Probably see if I can get a little better pricing. You know what? I'll take this short with the top step too. I'm gonna see if get a little bit better. Seller here. Big seller. Take one. I'll take one. The buyer here. It's active. How strong is he gonna be? That's a question. Double tapped into that buyer. Bounced up. It'll be interesting. See what happens here. Do a good job on the scalp, man. That's crazy. So I think I saw what you were seeing. So when it gets up to above the RSI, you're looking at the 70s resistance when it comes back in, right? Looking for a touch up at the 70, and then that's going to be the resistance. It was very interesting. Look at that chart. As far as this buyer is still active here. What if this is like a gap fill or something? All right. Oh, I need coffee. Today's one of those days, man. I'm having a hard time opening my eyeballs. Not good. I need to be alert for trading. Another little 2 trend here, so if this breaks 2 bar, I may take this one too. See what happens. So we blew through this dude. I guess he's still here, kind of. Block down here. So when we start tapping into this buyer here, the 30s. Really strong trend here. It's crazy. We rip all the way up and then we just get dumpster down. It's crazy. That was crazy, the amount of selling that happened up there. That was wild. Alright. Oh. Holy smokes, man. I need to wake up here a little bit. Alright. Let's give a little cap. Give a little cap on the day. Alright, so we have new selling came in. Selling came in heavy here. And this is your previous big sellers from before. I didn't even think we reached there to chart them overnight. Came in. This is a new seller, and the seller's pretty aggressive. Right? As we tapped up into this seller, boom, just shoved down, and then we had some new selling accrue here. So, new selling kind of shoving into this area here. So, Very, very interesting. We do have support down there. We kind of bid here off this off this buyer here. I guess technically, maybe this would be your order block. Maybe I bounced off that order block. So technically, this is like an order block. For an ICG way, but I kind of look at it as like this is your buyer down here. So I think my way is a little bit more accurate. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so that's that. Nonetheless, now we're bouncing off. I think we're hitting off this buyer here. I'm surprised that we're even bouncing right now. I don't know if he'll hold. I mean, we got a lot of buyers still to get through, and the selling liquidity was really heavy, so we'll see. I'm in the house strat. We're in a 2-bar break here. I will not get out of this short unless my 15-minute gives me otherwise. Also getting ready for a 2-bar with 15 minutes, so that would even add pressure here. This is your pre-market low down here, 288. See what happens. It's too aggressive for me. Man. A little wishy-washy today. Alright, let's see here. I want to take some at 14. Center. Keep it view. Got 414. I get a little toe touch here. One there. Let's back up here. I'll take another. You. We just get a couple. Alright, let's see. Tapping into that liquidity now. See if sellers are still there. 5 minute, I should have probably done this on the 2-minute. Probably might have been better to get it up here on the 2-minute. I'd be in for a decent amount of. How's the volume here? Volume upticked a little bit, but nothing crazy. Not yet. It's gonna cover one there. Just in case we're in for 3. 2 of these are mine. One of them's that house strat, so I'm gonna hold on to the third one for a while. Boom. Boom. Get here. So this whole thing is a block. Selling here. 2-minute. So if we come back up here, which we did come back up with a little bit of buyer stepping up into this area. I try and short here at the let's see here. It's technically your fair value gap here. Another one? I don't think it's I don't want to mess with ICT too much, but I'm gonna take some towards the 50s. We get up there. Let's find out. That was a full-on DJ. I don't know if I'm allowed to watch full-on DJs. I don't want to get flagged. No, I love them. This is just, oh, I can't find nothing this morning that's got me. Alright, so increase in volume here. This is suggesting this is the new buyer. New buyer stepping up in. so far. That's not right. There, that's right. So if this is a new buyer trying to push up into this area, I may wait until I get to this seller back here and take a couple conservative sells up here. Hold on to the 3. I don't really want to hold on to 3 for 40 points. Was that 240 bucks? Yeah, I don't necessarily want to do that, but let's see here. This little pocket right here. $56. So when we get up to 56, I'm gonna try and be short of 56. I really don't want to hold all those contracts though. All right, 56. A little spread here. I think this could be pretty juicy here. I don't think they'll get up to here, but I'll do it anyways. Yeah, my bad, Samu. Here. So, a little fair value gap. This is selling liquidity. New buyers came in here. No problem, dude. I keep forgetting. I'm telling you, especially today. Today's going to be one of those days. Buying here. We're going to see how this candle closes. It looks like we might have a new buyer trying to take these up too a little bit. Again, on the top step, I still am in that short. So I probably will look to short this one as well. It's probably towards the 80s or 80s. Where is that? That's up here. Right there at the beginning of that move. So catching into some of that buying liquidity on the 15-minute. Boom. From here to here. No, that wasn't really, that was just a block here. Yeah, we'll see. I just don't know if I wanted to hold on to an extra 2 here. Because this could be, if we slap this, I'm going to be down probably 3, 4. If we come up here, I'll be down 5. So, see what happens. I probably, in theory, you know, when new buyers stepped in, I could have covered another, but we'll see. The selling's not over yet, so. All right, let's see. Let's see if I get a little fill here. I'm going to take one there and remove that one. Run that guy a little bit. Yeah, I like how this is extending. Volume's kicking up too, but we get filled for another or no? Oh, man. I'm gonna take one more, remove one. Shorten this little pocket here. So now I'm in for 5. Pop up here, I'll be in for 7. By the way, we did have a 2-bar break on the 5-minute, 3 minutes left here. We're in the pre-market range, so that means I would reverse this trade on the top step. Only if the volume can get up there. If volume can't get up there, I hold on to the short. All right, let's see. We have a new buyer dredge all the way up here. I like when there's big candles that kind of eat up into this range. Now let's see if I can get filled for these 2. I think I'll just take them. Take them there. I'll take them there. All right, so here's your fair value gap for fair value gap people. So they're going to be expecting a rejection off here. I'm just not going to be expecting a break of this range just yet. And if we do, we still have to get through this seller. But so I'm holding a little heavy right now, down 300 in this position. I'm going to try and cover some as we get close, but see what happens. New buyer and a real tight range here too. Now we're in the ICT fair value gap officially on this dredge here. So if this candle closes above here, pretty much no matter what, I have to get out of this trade. So I'll have to close it, which would be a pretty hefty loss. But I'm expecting the seller to step in a little bit. Not a recommendation, by the way. Trade at your own risk. Obviously, we're in a decent amount of drawdown right now. I have a lot of sells up here, which I honestly wouldn't mind selling either, but take these off for the time being. All right, so new buyer stepped up here. The volume looks decent here, but if this candle closes, I have to cut this trade up where it stands. So let's see. Interesting. All right, that's it. Got that one. So that was a decent loss this morning. Total 400 in the fair value gap. The only thing that would be a bummer for me is if we one barred it and came back down. But in general, I made the right play here for myself for the strat. Nonetheless, here we are over here. We're on our second bar of the 2-bar here on the top step account. And this top step, so we're in the pre-market range here, right in the middle, right smack dab in the middle. Still, these shorts are still here, so I'm staying in the short here. I actually should still be in one short here on the fast tracks too, but I'm not really gonna mess with that this morning. I'm gonna hold the short here until we tap out. There's a 2-bar break though. So volume did uptick. Volume just didn't get up here. So I'm gonna hold on to the short. Really, I should probably hold on to a short too on the fast track, but I want to keep this method for kind of clean. So we see this buyer's active here. Day session buyers. So day session buyers get a little bit brighter green here. A little surprised we bounced off this dude over here. But it is what it is. So there is still a big seller here from the 2-minute standpoint. A little bit of an overlap. So I'm going to short one. I'm going to short a few more as we get up here. Probably up in the... But I'm probably going to take one more short up here in the 80s on top step. So one more up there. It's for another 20 points of risk. Yeah, we're kind of tapping up into that zone. I'll hold one. If we get up here, 80-85 is where I would like to be a little bit more of a seller. Let's see here. Now, if I get blown through here, it just is what it is. Didn't read it right. All right. So here we are. could just tell the volume's kind of intense there. Algorithms are flickering it, trying to buy into it. I'll take one on the sell here on Top Step. A little bit more risk than I wanted to do on the second contract, but we'll stay in it. All right, kind of eating to this buyer. Pretty aggressive here to the sell side. Yeah, man, just barely missed that. So again, it was nice to get up into the sell. It's just right out of sight of the context because there it is. So again, in the right position. Just there's only so much I can do. If we start ripping above the previous seller and closing above the previous seller, there's only so much I could do. I have to cut the risk somewhere. Tapping back into this buyer down here. So I might range out a little bit here. And this seller looks very aggressive though, so I know they're trying to prop this up a little bit for sure. A little bit of a bidding war action here. Now, if this buyer comes in heavy here, this will be very interesting. If this bar goes green, that would be extremely bullish. But doji's me. They're trying. Pushing this baby. Huge volume. All right. So buyer stepped in, huge volume. This buyer is very aggressive. Let's see, where did he take? Still underneath the seller, but that's still a big key right there. Tempted to cut it because of that buyer, but I'm gonna hold on to the short. Almost little to no drawdown here. Pretty much. That's right, Dewey. Or DS. I was looking at my peripherals. Yeah, we'll see what happens. So obviously they want to push this position up here. Definitely would want to support this area. And it could. I mean, we can get that boom, 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 hit our bottom here, and then rip to the upside. Seen that happen more than a few times. Top steps in for 2, and we're just gonna hold on to the short. Just as simple as that. Hold on to the short until we get stopped. Big moves today, though. But probably shouldn't go as heavy in the contracts as I'm going. But yeah, we'll see. So the buyer's still active here. Buyer's still active. With this strong of a buyer, big block, it's possible I want to be a little bit more conservative towards the top. I'm gonna cut off a couple of these. I'll still short a couple. I won't be as heavy though. I feel like I'm at the horse races. Not that this music plays there, just I used to play a game that had music like this. Way back in the day. Alright, another block here. Buyer's serious here. He's trying. So is he just gonna be more serious than these sellers? So I'm playing a little more conservative. I have a couple crazy gaps here, fair value gaps here. Huge dumpster. See if they get there. That volume kind of tapered, so although this buyer could be judging it up, it's not a new buyer. Whew. Need to get my act together here. Telling you. Well, need new buying interest here, just not finding it. You have buyers, but you just don't have new buyers that want to take it above this level. See, still bouncing off this little buyer who's trying. I want to say he cracks, but it's looking like they want to try. One minute ATR 24.8. May want to test that again, perhaps. The dip a while ago did hit it and ran back up. Yeah, the 408. Yeah, possibly. I just don't see new buyers. I mean, I see these buyers are really trying here to accumulate, but if these guys have to let it go, they have to let it go. So a little bit of a bummer because, again, I was in the short pretty much right here, just toe tapped. I just can't hold it beyond that because I was in the right position though. Our position was nice, especially if this volume starts picking up to the downside. But I got him for one. I'm happy with one. We're looking for a move all the way down here, and we'll try and catch the buyers on the reverse. If we go down, this buyer, as you can still see, is holding on. Ooh. There's 3-minute ATR still up there as well. The 2501 area, or a reversal basically. Yeah, in the house account, I'm still in the short. Short for 2. Got a little bit better pricing up here. Let's see if we can get down to 304. Trying to front run it. I think the real 1-to-1 though is beyond 300 is just that 300 is that psych level. Yeah, your actual level here. 297, but I'll probably take one off it as it comes down to 300, and then maybe I'll let the other one roll. Alright, so this buyer got taken out. Volume picked up for the seller, so seller's looking to step up their position as well. See, can they break this buyer? Because I think if they break this buyer, I think we break this buyer, because I don't even know who this guy is. I mean, obviously no one knows who he is, but it's just some kind of, I mean, it did amplify after that pre-market buy. I would say this is going to be more of a tough, I would assume this would be the tougher one to get through. And this one would be the toughest to get through. If we crack all of that, that would really be surprising. That's why I want to start buying at the 301 area. Yeah. Yep, so not much for me to do here. There's a lot of ranging things that can happen, but with these new buyers and new sellers kind of stepping in, they're not like we're not like ranging in a specific type. We're kind of putting in lower highs, lower lows. But we'll see. We might get a. They're trying to put in a lower high here. Could happen. Tried right here, lower high. So we'll see what happens. Volume's still pretty chill here. It's not really ripping into the upside yet. Check the 5. 5 still hanging out. Or I said the 1 minute got to the 40 line when it reached that 1 minute line of the. Oh wait, I thought I had a MACD here. Oh, that was because of what's his face. MACD you had long there. Okay. Do I want to fight Dewey? That's the question. I'm just kidding. I'm staying in the short, but yeah. So RSI of the 1 minute got to the 40 line when it reached that 1 minute ATR of the 408. So was it going below the 4 minute or the 40 line? It was coming. Yeah, it was coming. Got to the 40 line when it reached that 1 minute ATR 408. Okay, 408. Here somewhere. Kissed it a bounce. Nice. Ooh, so the 40. So the 40 came up and then bounced, or it came below it and bounced. Or it had to have come above it and then bounced off the 40 line, right? It's a new buyer, by the way. So we're just kind of battling back and forth here. Okay. And keep in mind I'm a scalper. Yeah. Yep. I know. So double paint here. I think there should be a buyer 403. Right. So if I was playing the pure range and not taking a short here, I would like to buy a little bit here at the 402. But yeah, we'll see what happens. So this would be one of the buys I would do, I think. Just for a little half range up to the 20s, but I want to see what happens. Putting a lot of pressure on them. Ooh, it cracked him. Let's see if it can bounce or not. Nope. Whee. While opening, I'm zooming out already in anticipation. This trade is still valid until we close below this, by the way. In the idea, at least. By the way, this top step still working. So, still holding on to the short here. Nothing too crazy. Hopefully we can get above this guy here, or below him, sorry. We'll see what happens. Little bounce like I was expecting here. This little pocket. I should say buyer, not bounce. Strong sell volume at 434. Yeah. Yep. A little bit of a bounce here. I like the little double action, but I don't know if it'll get. This seller came in heavy. Let's see, we cracked our. We cracked this trend or no? Yeah, we did crack the trend barely. Yeah, so if this next bar's red, I go short again. Trying to put it in there, stinking high or low here. Fighting. We'll see. If they don't, this thing could fall big. All right, maybe start to open up a little bit. So this broke. So if this one breaks with a solid candle, I just need the volume. I want the volume to get up here, but it's pretty close. It's already increased. It's been increasing this whole time, so I would assume we get in pretty good volume. Minutes left. Let's see. Spire's hanging on for dear life here. I would have liked to play a little bounce there. I would have taken half partials just on a little bounce and then waited for maybe the top of the range, but let's see. The seller here, by the way, which is completely this buyer's gone. Seller again has stepped up. So we also have a double lap up there. All right, let's see. Will we dumpster? I might take a couple shorts at 443. Let's see up in this 440. 1 minute 44 left in the top step. Trying to. I know it's cut here, but I would like to see. Obviously, I want to see it go down, but I want to see this volume start. The volume's kind of been light for how much time's left here. Volume really tapered off on this. So. Good morning, trader DLS. What's up? How are you? Good. That's what we want to hear. I want this to just fall. Oh, look at it. Finally, come on. Let's finish this move off, please. All right, starting to heat up a little schmidgen. 15-minute crack too, so 10 minutes left on this 15-minute. If this 15-minute actually comes down, comes back up again, this is going to be a bear trap, and I'll have to go long on the 15-minute and the 5. So we'll see. They're trying. That was that key point here, what I was seeing that they were trying. So we'll see what happens. Holding on, man. It's holding on. So again, this was a 2-bar. Technically, this is our 2-bar. It broke third. It's supposed to add one more with a 3rd bar, even no matter how red it is. So there it is. Then I'm gonna hedge with my fast track account and sell at the 440s if we get up there. I will take one more. All right, let's see if we can get a little extension here. Let's see. We got there. I don't think these guys are all pre-market buyers. I don't really trust any pre-market buyers, but they obviously are trying to push this position, or not push it, but there's a buyer interested. But once they get satisfied, they're satisfied. That's it. We're really dredging into this area here. Big sell algo came in. Open up a little bit. Kind of looking at the tape right now. Looking at the tape, want to see what's going on here. Not that it gives me too much, but I would assume that this volume is going to be just kicking. But yep, still didn't break it yet on this screen here, this chart. Still kind of just hanging on this buyer and support this position, which is pretty wild. Volume keeps upticking for sellers, so sellers keep selling into it. New sellers keep selling into it. Buyers like the last stand here. I mean, we do have the buying levels, but let's see. And they're trying. It's a battle right now. In the pre-market range here, technically this is a pretty strong downtrend. could be slowing down them trying to put in this last. If they put in a higher low here, I'll feel less comfortable about this position, but I'm still going to hold it until we break these sellers here. But it is what it is. Let's see. I'm going to talk about a lower high. That's a lower high. All right. So I think from the 15-minute too, this is about the 2-bar to the downside. The volume didn't get above this though. That's the only thing I don't like about it. Yeah. See. Goes green. Look at that. Caught a bid. So catching a bid is exactly not what we want. This buyer is reinforcing that position heavy, trying to take out these sellers. And this candle's going, it's flipping completely green. I'm still holding on to the short. I will continue to hold on to the short. But let's see how it closes. Volume definitely uptick there. Trying to keep above 400. Let's see if they can do it. Oh, it's a battle. I would be happier with a red candle. I'd be cool with the doji. I don't want to see a big solid green bar here though, especially at the break of a range. So again, if this comes green on the 15-minute, I'm gonna have to flip this play. Little red there. I like little red. This is very interesting. There's a buyer accumulating here. And it seems very, I don't know, it seems cross-winded. There's a lot of sellers interested in selling. And they're continuing to sell. Whoever this buyer is, this seems like a, I mean, if I was a buyer and they're selling this heavy into me, I would prefer to buy somewhere else. You know, I don't know if I would try and accumulate this much at this high if I know the selling is going to come down anyway. So this seems like this is being propped up a little bit intentionally. This is theoretics again. So if I was a buyer, all the selling was happening crazy. Unless there's like multiple buyers competing to buy here. Then this is like, they're just trying to front run each other. That makes more sense to me. Anyways, 5 minutes left on the 15-minute candle. So, a little bit of a tough issue here. So we have our strong downtrend. Have a retest. This isn't a huge retest though. That's the other thing I don't like about it. But we did try to broke these candles. We go lower, come back up in above this area here. This would be a bear trap in theory, but with the strong downtrend, I don't know if I would call it that just quite yet. So something to keep in mind. None of these are trading recommendations, by the way. I still have strong sell volume, and I might only retest and continue to drop. Yeah, I hope so. Let's see. They're definitely trying to prop this up. I want to see where it lands. Could have shorted here. The 418s. It's alright though. So they put into their double bottom here. They put in a little bit of a higher low. So this price action looks here. This doesn't even look like this volume. The price action looks good, but this volume doesn't look that crazy. This seems like we're buying is. I'm definitely going to be a buyer down here at the 280s. It's an anomaly here. So technically, this is a. I flip this. They only have longs? How do we get short? Short, here we go. Perfect. I don't like all the letters that get in my way. So if this little anomaly is correct, so anyway, we get down to the 325s as well. Holding on. I don't know if they got it. Trying to save the economy here. They're like all-time highs. All-time highs. We gotta get it. People are like, it's Christmas. We need to take profits. Start buying some presents. Be miserable. Haircuts are $60 now. We gotta start taking some profits here. Dude, we're killing it, dude. Mm-hmm. Come on. Come on, Nelly. Let's get a second leg here. Get a nice extension. What we want to see. The crowd wants to see it. It's not me. I'm doing this for the people. One of these got his liquidity here. Gold hasn't touched rebounded yet. They're breaking out? Gold broke out? Oh yeah, it just broke out again. I wonder if that's putting some pressure on it too. But this is the like inflationary pressures here, gold. And coming back down should help the market a little bit. Not that gold has that big factor on the main indexes, but let's see. I know, right, Samu? That's what I'm saying. Come on now. What do we gotta do here? It's just staying in this pocket. People are selling into it, but there's like a, it's like you're shaking someone's hand that's like a logger or something. Just a big meaty hand just scooping this up. We'll see. We'll see. Still in the short. Just holding. Let's see if we get a little bit of heat up now. I mean, look at these algos are working overtime to keep this accumulated here. You have another buyer that tried to take it up here. Another double up again. Really trying. So if they break, they got to give it up. They're not going to be bag holding. We're going to we have to go to the next strategic zone. I have to have patience. I have to have patience. Huge patience. Yeah, we'll see. I'm curious. Not curious. I want it to fall. It's the bottom line. Want it to fall. All right, let's see. See if we can get a little extension now. Should be cracking that. Two. Well, no, that two. Look at this. Look at this. See the bounce again, right off here, right off the 380 level. That buyer is still active. Super active. Like saying, look, you come down here, we keep slapping you. Shorts. That's intense. But then as this buyer slaps him, he goes up here and there's like, well, there's just nobody that wants to buy it up here though. We don't want to buy it. We know your hands here. We just don't want to buy it. Not yet. Sellers look scary. It's pretty. I mean, this is just. If I watch this happen, big wick. I don't know. There, come on, come on. The buyer doesn't want to be here anymore. He's got a cover. Let's get a cover here. Oh, great. Now this buyer's here? No way. He's not really there. Let's keep going. He's not there. Oh, the disappointment. That was a strong close, though. Strong close on the 5. Max delta close here. Boom. And take a little peek here. All right, so if the shorts get trapped here, this could get very interesting. So we had the break. Sellers came in, got absorbed a little bit. This is no new. Look how little the buyers are here. There's a buyer. There's a seller. Sorry, there's a player absorbing this area. Right, there's a player absorbing this area. I need to get rid of these different imbalances here. But yeah, if this thing rips, and that would be really surprising. So let's see. Oops. Yeah, screw it. We'll go a little bit bigger. All right, so buyers got a little bit absorbed there. New buyers are trying to take it up, supporting that position. There we go. Got new buyers. Not new buyers. Sorry, this is a different way of looking at the charts. A little bit of absorption, but the buyers are dredging it up. So in retrospect, tiny absorption right there is not really absorption. We do have new buyers. Go over to the 2-minute. We're starting to see that this guy hasn't left yet. Still accumulating. It's insane. How do you beat a guy like this? I feel like I'm going the wrong way. Completely engulf that candle, put in a double bottom, strong double bottom. Now 2 minutes and 40 seconds left. We'll see. This would technically be a bear trap. Down, comes back up to this candle here, bear trap on the double bottom. So 15 minutes. Let's see how 15 minutes is looking here. Sorry, guys, wrong screen again. Look at the 2-minute. This buyer here. Remember I was pointing out this buyer from before? Buyer. Shove drop all the way back up there again. Yeah, we're dealing with a new seller, but this buyer is insane. This buyer is insane. Whoever this dude is, they're like, look, we don't care what it takes. We don't care how much money it costs. Just keep buying. So we got a little bit of a downtick in volume here. So still, like with this buying still not considered real buying. We did take out that seller though. The real buying comes from them absorbing the sellers though. So there's a 5 minute. Let's look over the 15 minute. 15 minute. We have a little bit of a trap here. If it comes back out, comes back up the range. I just, if it engulfs big, that would suck. Not gonna lie, that would suck, and it's looking that way already. But there's nothing I can do. I have to hold in these positions, so I'm not gonna sell as hard though. Don't mind too. I'll sell a little bit more aggressive towards the other top if we engulf up, but there's legit nothing I can do about this. I have to run my system. It's just one of those weeks. Probably some liquidations here. Try and short at the, actually, I'm going to short at the 440s again. Yeah, I'm short. See if I get a little short here. See if we come back up. Nothing I can do. I'll have to sit and watch. Sit and watch. This buyer is insane down here. This dude is insane. They're like, this guy, and his cousin. It's a strong family right there. Money's got dumpstered. It's interesting. Oil did at least. Oil's throwing a little bit of pressure too. All right, new buyer. Buyer again. I just don't want to go too. I mean, I know I'm for 4. I probably don't need to be in for 4, to be honest with you. They don't need to be in there for that much at all. I'll take a couple. I'll take one here, one here. Play really conservative. The rest of this. No need for me before. That might have been a little heavy hand. All right, so oil's starting to fall away from this liquidity pool here, which is letting the market, I feel like, inverse and some legs here. We got a big break here. Big break here. We still need to get above this seller. That's why that stops all the way up here. Let's see here, 90. Yeah. Chunking into the seller up here. Put in a double bottom. That's going to be bullish. Breaking our downtrend. Bullish. A 2-bar break with increased volume would be incredibly bullish. But I'm holding the shorts. Holding the shorts from the seller here, right here. Boom, boom. Because these sellers are still active. So, these guys are still active. I'm going to draw a horizontal line. So until we get new buying interest above these levels here, let's see, zoom in on this. Until we get new buying interest at these levels, there's really nothing for me to do. Shorts are still active. I'm taking it based off these shorts. I know we're finding a buyer that's just intense. Very strong. Very strong buyer here. Right there. Pulling back up. This dude. So. Come back up here, see if the buyers want to take it up above this. If they don't, we're going to go back down to the seller and see if this seller is going to be interested. I'm sorry, the buyer. But this is new buying. So, however this closes is going to be our new buyer here. And it's clean. It's a clean buy. So, let's see what happens. I'm interested. I really can't deviate from the strat. So, if this is when having, the trades going against me, I've back tested trades like this a ton. All right, where things come out, they almost get you again, and then they end up falling in my direction. So I kind of understand why now. I understand why I have to hold the trade. I can't cut a break even. It's because once I realized that about liquidity, a little bit more about liquidity, I understand who I'm playing with and against. That changes it for me. So in hindsight, though, shorting into strong buyers. In hindsight, now that I know this, I'm trying to develop a cleaner system where I don't have to short so heavily. Not heavily. It's not that I'm heavily shorting, but shorting into strong buyers. But even without any of this previous knowledge about these different liquidities, this strategy is still profitable. So I'm not even too worried about it. And even if I get stopped out here, this is a new buyer. The volume's down though. You see that? So this volume spike I take as a new buyer. But I don't consider this continued buying. I just consider this a little bit of liquidations here. So, did get tapped for one again on the fast track. So, got tapped for one in this little double zone here. Yeah, that's your new buyer, and this is a lot of volume. So, there's probably a lot of buyers I got absorbed there, but we're going to see what's going to happen here. Playing this last one real conservative up here. A little bit of love here. There we go. So this little double zone I like to short from, just like how this double zone I like to buy from, right here. We'll see though. We'll see. Obviously, we're running into some sellers up here where we knew they would be. I'm trying to be one of them, I'm trying to join them. If you look at the top step, we're getting near that selling zone, right? A big supply zone up here, right? I don't consider this a real buyer. I do consider this a real buyer. So, now we're looking. I'm going to cover one into these buyers. Let's see here. Come on down. Maybe the 420s. I want to go a little ahead of them. Uptick in volume. Sell. Got the cover on one of them. And we ran into the buyer as expected too. Maybe out of these, if it comes down to 391. I'm just going to continue to sell in this little 440 zone here. So we're at here 440. And I'll take another one at the top of this 445. Let's see. I'll get rid of one at the 390. See, the liquidity is still here. The buyer is still stepping up. Really, it would be nice to see how let's look at the volume of the buyers. And let's see if we can get a nice big selling volume here. Obviously, there's going to be some absorption, but I would like to see some heavier selling volume come in, especially at these levels up here. Now, if this candle rips and goes all the way green and starts dredging up, I probably will ease up on these. How many I'm going to take short here. If it kind of drifts up, does a stab and run, I definitely like that. All right, kind of coming back down into this buyer. Buyer's here. I want to get out of mine. Take one of 400. One of 400. Where are we at here? If we even get into this liquidity down here. Someone is shorting this, dude. So just a little check here on the 15-minute. I'll show you guys this context real quick. So from a 15-minute standpoint, we see our players, but that doesn't really matter to me right now. What does matter to me, though, is that in terms of price action, we broke out, tried to go lower, but we didn't stay in the pocket here. We broke above that wick. So this isn't technically, there are shorts trapped here, but this is more likely to get ran through. There's almost a bull trap here. Almost. It would have broke out, came higher, came back into the range. That would have been a bull trap. I would have added to the short there, but that just missed out of context too. So here we are. We did have one break here, one bar break. So if this bar goes green, I have to reverse the whole trade. So got to keep a close eye in the next 8 minutes here. Because if this bar goes green, not a doji, needs to have a little bit of body to it. But if it does, I'm going to have to get out of this trade and flip to the upside. And then we do have a 2-bar here. Just the volume didn't get where I wanted it to be. We really didn't crack who we needed to crack either. So volume got above this, but not where we needed to get to. So let's see. 5 here. That was for the 15 minutes, so we're just going to keep an eye on that. Nice big buyers, though. Boom, boom. Whoever this guy was brought his spinach. He wasn't playing. Got those mighty wheats, man. So I'm still going to take a couple. This price action is looking pretty clean here. Yeah, I might play the second one a little more conservatively. I'll front run this 440, play the 545, just because this price action is starting to clean up. This gets a nice big volume spike. That'll be a new buyer buying up in these sellers again. Not trying to fight anybody here. I'm trying to play with you guys. I'm on you guys' team. I'm trying to buy with you buyers and sell with you sellers. I just didn't know this dude was going to be that strong. I'm not going to lie. Who would have thought? This guy here. Double here. Double here. If it did come down, I'd probably be interested in buying the 391, but volume's tapering off on the buying. Getting a little bit of a reaction, but nothing too crazy yet. 5 minutes left on the 15 minutes candle. We're gonna have a little, if this goes green, I have to flip everything. I have to flip everything. So, strong downtrend, pop up. This goes green, reverse button. Boom. Actually, I don't reverse button. I'd have to clap the 2 contracts and then I'd just get in long for 1. But yeah, that's basically the gist. I have to do. All right. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna see if I can get a little love tap here. This is a double bottom though, so this could leg up pretty big. If I'm gonna take one at 440 though, I feel like we need to come into this range here. No, come up first before you go down. There we go. Let's see. There we go, one of that little tap in there. If this thing upticks in volume, 15 seconds, it's a little uptick, but it's not that big. I don't think it's an uptick actually. So, pressing up into these sellers. 1 second left. All right, pressed up into them. Nice clean price action. All right. Take a little peek here. How much time we got left? We got 3 minutes left. This bar goes green. I gotta flip the trade. Let me check the volume though. 2 bar. The volume's still really low though. Oh man. That's what makes it difficult. The volume needs to get above this volume. Right here. If it doesn't get above this volume, I have, even if it's green, I still have to stay in the short. If I'm playing the volumetric side of things too, which I do want to. So oh, so tough, so difficult. I know the volume's gonna be a tough sell to get as high as like first hour volume, but still I want to see it. I want to reverse this trade. So here's becoming our 2 bar. Looking over here. Taking out the seller, 43 seconds left. If this seller goes, I still am in the short until we pop up to here, but this double zone is going to be gone. Got close. Oh boy. What do you call that? I have to go to the tick here. Little holder on her. Right here. It's barely. A little uptick in volume. Retracement of candle though. I'm gonna take one more short. If we get ripped, we get ripped. I'm gonna see if this dude has mighty wheats like this dude right here. Price action's cleaning up. Look at the top step. So we have 1-2 bar here. Let's have another break. The volume wasn't too bad here, but I really did want to get the volume above certain levels here. So there's nothing I could do anyways, because I could do a retest of the extreme and then a trend break, actually, technically, a 2-bar. Technically, I could have, but let's see here. Where would I have to break? Yeah, that could have been a little bit of a misread now that I'm looking at it. Because we retested the extreme, strong downtrend, 2-bar break, and I had to get across these candles, which it did get across these candles of volume. Boom. So, argument here to be out of that trade. Man, that could have been a blunder this morning. Now that I'm looking at it, but it's all hindsight, right? Strong downtrend did retest extreme. That was the kicker. If it didn't retest the extreme, this is invalid. Since it retested the extreme, this is a valid trend break here. So, what to do now? We got 4 seconds left in this 15-minute bar. We have a 2-bar break here in the 15-minute. So I'm gonna cut the fast track. That was just a egregious day for the fast track account. The question is, do I wait and hold this for the fast track if we are 2-barring and we just hit a 15-minute 2-bar? Technically, this would have been the new context here. I don't want to flip-flop, but yeah. Yep. So, I think I'm going to have to cut the trade. We're dipping into this low liquidity. I think, you know what? From both sides, I'm not trying to talk myself out of this trade, by the way. I'm just going to let it hit my stop. I'm going to let it hit my stop because the context is fine. The volume wasn't there. The volume was here for this 2-bar here. Volume's not here for the 15-minute. We're tapping into the sell liquidity again. It is what it is. I'm out with the fast tracks. So fast tracks are getting hit pretty hard again today. Big 500-600 loss on this one. So with this one, went a little too heavy. This buyer was surprising to me. I was surprised that this guy is going to be the one that caught the liquidity. And then this buyer was astounding. This was just insane. As soon as this bar came up and ripped up again, definite argument to be made that was like the moment, like, all right, I don't think these guys are going to give it up. But since I was still in my short on the other ones, I was like, well, there's still some down ones here. So looking back, now seeing this double bottom retest 2-bar break, this is kind of textbook. The volume just wasn't, I wanted the volume to kind of get up here, and it didn't get up there. So nonetheless, here we are. We've reversed off the bottom about 100 points, and we're tapping up into the sell side liquidity now. I'm okay holding this and taking another hit. I don't want to be taking hits like this per se, but let me see here. This is just a little bit of an off context day for me. A little bit. It's costly, but let's see here. So dump 2-bar. That's easy. 2-bar, easy, great volume. All right. Which is why we have our take profit. We have a 1-2 bar here, increase volume, but didn't get above this area, so it was expected to get stopped. It did get stopped, so we didn't take it. Another 2-bar here, volume did uptick as well, but we wanted it to get Tough. So usually when I'm breaking, depending on the range that it breaks, that's what I needed to get above. In strong pullbacks, in strong trends, for example, when we have a strong trend like this, for example, um, so strong trends like this, you have your pullback, see the low volume pullback. I want the volume to get above these 2 bars. And you see here the volume did get above these 2 bars, but it took the 3rd bar to get there. And usually this would be your measurement, right? 1-to-1 measurement here. See how that's 1-to-1? Boom, boom. But this isn't a clean trend. This is a reverse of a double bottom here. So taking volume into context here, this was the volume that's possibly that I had to get over, and I misread it. So now it's a question of, do I kill it, save myself 150 bucks or not? So I'll definitely take out 2. So we'll take out 2 here, and I'll just cover 2.
Order filled. Order
There we go.
filled.
I'll cover 2 of them. I'll cover 2 of them. The last one, because the 2 that I covered were based off of a retest here. So this one's kind of back at break even. And then I got into another 2 bar, I think down here. Let's see. Wait, did I not cover that 2 bar? 1, 2, 3. So this should have been stopped out anyways right here. 3 points above this. 449.52. So that one should have been out for 2 there. So that cost me just another 20 bucks. That wasn't actually too bad. So this last one, the one. Now, if we 2 bar break above here, which we just did, now I have to officially close the trade and go long.
Order filled.
Okay. Now, if I'm taking the 15-minute into context here with this 3rd bar, we'll see what happens. This is something that I have to do. All right. It is what it is. This is the volume I misread. Misread this volume because I was expecting it to get above here. Obviously, the volume didn't get above there. And we could still dump these 2 bars, by the way. I'm well aware of that. But I'm trying to make sure I'm trading the strat appropriately. So we are running into that liquidity up there. I know we can get a fat dump. Let me see here. This is where the uptick in volume was. We'll give it 3.29 here. So I know that here is where that liquidity is, right where it is. So I have to trade this pattern appropriately, though. 29. I will be irritated if it comes and stops me out and then rips, or we get the big drop from here. But this is what it is. I'm playing this one according to the parameters here. Okay, so from our fast track here, we tapped up into that second set of liquidity. And this was the big one in my eyes. Huge volume up here. We even kind of came up into them a little bit. Let's see, where's our next buyer here? Here to here, this is our next buyer, so we got a little pull here. All right. Tricky. Little frustrated that I read that wrong. So yeah, a little bit frustrated there. Just because of this, the double bottom. This is why I got to be paying attention. It's hard to trade multiple. Double bottom trend break. Double bottom trend break. Volume kicked up above, not that big candle, but of the candles that it broke above, 4, and then we had a 2 bar. So in theory here, this is supposed to be the long, and the take profits up here. So this should even be umbrellaed under this. That's the real reaction there. All right. Well, there'll be more days. It's all right. So if this 3rd bar goes green here with decent volume, that whole move is going to be taken up on a 15-minute context. So it is what it is. Might take a couple of longs here, maybe. Let's see here. I don't want to go too crazy, but I'll take a couple longs here on the fast track. Why not? I'll take 1. Try and play up into this 17s level, maybe. Yeah. So, hindsight, of course, right? Hindsight, of course. When this bar came in, I was expecting the weight still from this 2-bar. I didn't take into consideration the double bottom here. I did say double bottom too. Oh, beautiful double bottom. Double bottom trend break. I was just thinking two different things. I didn't attribute it to this strat. So double bottom 2-bar break, another 2-bar break. Technically, I should be in for 2. So the first fill should have been here. Second fill should have been here. For this right here. An umbrella. So, and then the stop out should have been 1 here. We get stopped out right. Well, we're about to get stopped out. But nonetheless, as soon as that break happened, that was the signal to reverse right here. So I had to cut the trade there. Open a new position long there. And then I think I took a 2-bar here. Two-bar here. I think I took another 2-bar here. 2-bar here. So this one should have gotten also reversed at this point right here. So should be down. What is this? 45, 35. So it should be down 70 or 80, 90, 82 points here. And then if we get our fills here, should be up 30 points on the day. So, which I'm down because of the misread in context, but still, it's all good. It makes sense to me now. But this is how I should have played it. And then the fast track, I'm just getting clapped on the fast track, so. Which is all good. Someone's like, let it dump. Then I go up, he's like, let it go to the ceiling. It's so funny. So I have this here, really, this secondary, unfortunately. I play the 2-bar, but I'm gonna have to do this whole thing. 2-5. Be huge risk to reward. I don't want to deal with it, but we come down, I'm just gonna refill my entry here where I should be. We do come down. So I have a limit here, and then I'll have a 3-point stop here. 32. 32.29. There we go. Then I'll have my last stop down here. 6.9, 6.6, 15. So, all right. So this is the way I'm supposed to trade this strat to the T so far. Also have a new top tick here. So, let's see what happens. We are running into this big seller here. So, I was expecting some resistance all the way up through this. So, won't be surprised if we get some little bit of fallback here. All right, I need to get a cup of coffee. I definitely needed a cup of coffee this morning. This is a cup of coffee kind of day for me. All right, so that's a little disappointing. But what would have been really disappointing if I tried to rage. I did add in 1. That was a bit of a mistake there. So actually, okay, so the add-in, that's 2. So another 37 points. That's where we got that last one. So if I traded it properly without the add-in, 37. Dude, the averages have been killing me. I'm gonna stop averaging. Just play it straight. And backtesting averages actually net me more profit over months of time. But Sometimes you do have to take a little bit bigger drawdowns. But over the months that I've back tested this strategy, it it really it's like it's like almost 70% more. I think maybe more. Yeah, it's like 80% more profit. 80% more profit, and that's with taking double the loss to the face, pretty much. So, which is all right. Yeah, nothing much to do. I'm gonna go look at a cup of coffee. I'll be right back. See, someone was clicking on my mouse a second ago. All right. So back in it is where I'm supposed to be. So hopefully we get on track here. Hey, take care, Samu. Have a good one. And no worries. I'm still going to be on, though. I'm not leaving yet. Next resistance at 50125. Yeah, and the 500 is going to be that psych level, right? If we were to look up the DOM, there's probably going to be a big seller at the 500 level. But let's check it out. Let's check it out. Centering. Let's center real quick. All right, no centering now. All right, where's that 500 at? There we are. Look at that. 242 at 500, right? On the DOM. So you can see the seller here on the DOM. See that? So I see all that's light. So 500 is the psych level. So there's going to be a big seller here. It doesn't necessarily mean that, this isn't going to get ran. It's just people like to sell at the psychological look. See how they're starting to taper off the sells as it's coming up aggressively towards them. They're like, oh, maybe we shouldn't. So we'll see what happens. 501 though. Where are you seeing that? Is that from this right here? This little peg here? Here? We'll see. I'll cover one of these as we head up into 500. And yeah. I was showing you guys the DOM a second ago, right? DOM here. This was at 250. And now it's at 200. Now that it's getting closer to I don't know if I want to be a seller. This is looking really strong. Oh, my bad, Pop. Oh, okay, I got you. By the way, my monkey's up, so gotta put on some cartoons. All right. Let's throw them down. Where are we gonna throw these cartoons at? Yeah, so 517.25. That's where I'm kind of looking to get to. Yeah, that's that. I'm gonna put, and I feel like I need 4 screens right now. But one of my screens maxed out. I have 2 trading screens, and now I'm about to throw on some cartoons. All screens here. All screens need to be capitalized on here. All right, here we go. All right, so we broke those buyers as expected because they weren't real anyways. But you said 501's resistance, DS? That's probably true. 501's probably resistance. 501.25, okay. And I like to think of zones. So if we retrace around 501, there's probably sellers above there. I'm going to cover one more over here. And then I'll hold the last one. By the way, I'll go back to this. There we go. So got a few buys off there. I ended up taking 4. I forget why I took 4, but nonetheless, here we are, the top step, the top step account. So didn't get the retrace back here, so that was a little bit disappointing. But yeah, just gonna cut that one there. I don't want this bar to retrace off this engulfing bar. Yeah, we're kind of recouped on the day. All right, Dewey, nice. Yeah, so 517. I think I can't really do anything until it hits 517 anyways. This would have been a killer trade had I reversed. So the context was there, right? The context was there. I just misread it. It's just a misread. So 72 points, and now this would have been up, 50. So we would have been up probably 100 on the day. No, more than, yeah, 100 on the day. So that's what it would have been up, 100 on the day. So this tag I should get. I just don't want to, when we have a big new candle like this, the volume is really nice. It's just more likely to get engulfed. So I just took it off. Should still get this tag though. Would be very surprised if we didn't. Got a lot of trading day ahead of us. I don't have anybody on the books this morning either, so. Pouring me some coffee right now, French press. Oh, baby. All right. So, yeah. There we go. Nice job, Dewey. Way to go, dude. Tapping into this, we're starting getting this little fair value gap here, as you can see right here, if you're an ICT person. All right. I'm about to get flat, but I think I'm going to hold it for the... Oh, pop. Uh-oh. Holding a cup of coffee here. Hopefully this keyboard still works. couple drizzles. Couple drizzles over here. Should be fine though. Okay. And we'll hold. Here we go. Now we're tapping up in here. Now I'll take this one off. There we go. So that's about where we wanted it. So 517. That was nice. Got the fill. Everything that I'm telling you, the trading ideas worked. I just executed poorly. So now here's the next area. So now I got another 2-bar here. If this goes green, the volume needs to get above this candle here. Because we're breaking this candle. This is the one I'm concerned about. So as you can see, go here. As you can see, since we're breaking this candle right now, if the volume doesn't get above this volume here, I don't care if it's lunchtime and we're breaking. I'm not taking this 2-bar. So from the 15-minute though, let's see what we got here. So 15 minutes 2, and then if this 2 bars, it's going to be another 2. So that's going to be another buy on the 15 minutes. So this volume I didn't like anyways. So I wouldn't have taken this 15-minute 2-bar anyways, no matter the context. But this 2-bar, if this 2-bar pops up, we're going to see what's going to happen here. So, all right, let's see. Get it a little bit bigger. I need a 4th screen. I think it's just apparent. Oh, did I top tick that? Where did I hit that? 26, 28, 29. Almost did. Got out of 26. And that's the middle of your fair value gap up there. So, argument to be made that you could have gone short there. Yeah. Nonetheless, I think I'm still down like 400 on, let's see here. Down 3, 4, 450. Minus that's a 380. 5, 6, 4. I'm down 400 on this top step. Could have taken that fair value gap short, and I didn't do it on the fast track. So here's your fair value gap. Here's the 50% touch. Here's the retracement. Increased buying. So you do have a buyer here. Boom. Actually, did that one blast off too? Yeah, it did. So, and not a 50% retracement. So this is your buyer, technically. Okay. All right. Yeah, yeah. No, that's good. I'm glad everybody's thinking the same thing because that's always nice. So, yeah, 10 seconds left in this candle here. 10 minutes left in this one. Volume is not getting. Wait. Is the volume getting there? No, not close. But it did kick up though. It did kick up. It's not green anyways, but that is interesting. So could get a little bit of retracement coming back up into this seller here. I don't really want to front run it too much. So let's see what happens. Chunked up into this buyer. So your halfway fair value gap is right here. What number is this? I'm just going to keep an eye on it. 524. 524. Argument to be made here. Argument to be made. This is fair value. We bounce. Yeah, you know what? I'll take a short. I'll take a short here. See if maybe we can find some bidders. Maybe I'll play the bottom of this range here at 77. I just hold it. Just hold it until we get to this supersonic legend down here. This is crazy. This guy was crazy. Aggressively buying that. This still could have a lot of headroom though. So if we fail this gap, I'm out of it. 540. I am a little low though. Where am I at? 503. That's 80 points. I'm gonna hold on to it. All right. All right. You guys see this? There it is. Slowly going. Don't look too close. All right. Yep. Buyers coming in. Real selling wasn't happening. I'll still take a fair value gap trade. I just want to see. They're gonna tell me it wasn't a fair value gap trade, and I don't believe. Oh, you know what? Let's take the top one. That's what I'm gonna do. I'll close this one. I'll take the top one. That's what I'll do. So here's another fair value gap right here. I'll feel better about taking this one. So I'll short the top of this one, 545. I'll go 545. I'll front run it a touch. And then I'll do another one at 60. I'll do 2 at 60. Is that the line? 558. 25. All right. The reason why I don't want to do this first one is because it's the first one. I'd rather, it is nice for value gap, right? Boop, boop, boop. But, yeah, I'll take the last one. All right. Drink a little bit of coffee here, finally. Oh, that's nice. That is nice. Hope you guys are having a good morning this morning. Sorry, I haven't been too, what do you call it? Too, entertaining. I should have had a cup of coffee earlier. I feel alive right now. All right, so not too bad. Only down $57 on that top step. It didn't feel good, but I had to cover those two, and we covered those two, and it just is what it is. This is how it worked. And yeah, it's happening some of this liquidity up there. So still have a big seller. See here from obviously this one, but from this one to this one. So there's the top of this seller still active here. And your little fair value up here. So it could have been honestly a decent sell, but it was. I'm gonna stick to the plans here. Stick to the route. Play it a little conservative. Oh, okay. Dewey, how do I get ATR on this? You're just gonna have to call ATRs out for me every morning. You'll be my ATR indicator, dude. There's no other way. All right, so here, I'm gonna do something. You ready for this, Dewey? I'm slowly gonna transition because I need the strat anyways. I understand the players. MACD. Here you go. There's no histogram though, so let's see here. I need to get a fresh MACD. Oh, coffee. Lovely. All right. So, again, this is why you follow rules over here, right? Tapped up, a new trend. If we break it again, we break it. I'm also going to be looking at the downtrend here. Actually need to chart the downtrend here. Let's get it right here. Here we are. There's your trend. All right. So, there we go. And yeah, tapping into this buyer. See if this buyer wants to hold up here. Thanks guys for liking the video, by the way. Appreciate it. It's all good. We made it. So basically, I got rid of that loss. I'm still stomaching this one. All right, MACD. Dewey, is the MACD settings normal? Are they normal MACD settings? If he's not here, it's okay. Survive. I think they're normal. I'm gonna go out and say they're normal. I need two charts though. Separate these a little bit. So if I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do the Dewey. I need to. I'm gonna get rid of this range bar chart because I really don't need that. I really don't need. What is this? That. Or was this other chart here? Fast track. Group, group, That's it? Did I get rid of my other chart? Oh, it's right here. Okay. All right. There we go. All right. Here. Gotta make some use of this real estate here. All right, so I'll give the 3-minute as some confluence here. All right. This is slowly gonna look like what Dewey has. I'm comfortable. This is a new strategy for me anyways. So seeing players, I'm not too, how do we get rid of this? Get rid. All right, something. Thank you. Did that remove my desktop icons? Oh, Lord. I get those back. That would have been, had to get that back right away. All right. Bounce out the 50% of this buyer. All right, so we got 2. I don't know why I didn't do this earlier, actually. Should have been doing this the whole time. Didn't need that whole big chart. Alrighty. MACD. All right, we got volume. We need MACD. The trend? No. No. Let's see here. MACD moving average. There we are. There we are. Let's see here. Let me get rid of the time statistics, by the way. Don't need that. This guy's his own indicator thing. Nice. All right. Boom. Boom. MACD. Now RSI. There you go. RSI. Take care, DS. Have a good one, my brother. Hope you traded well. Let's see here. All right. This is getting kind of messy now. For me, I don't really need too specific of a histogram, I'm going to be honest. RSI, though, I might need that a little bit more. All right, so let me see. ATR is 447, 477. All right, so if I'm going to do this Dewey style, going 1 minute here. And then I'm going 3 minute here. All right. 1 minute here. 3 minute here. Okay. So now let us see. So bump this down a little bit. Pop. No. No climbing. Uh-oh. You're all right. Hold on. Alrighty. So losing a little bit of real estate on my screen. I wonder if this changes my top step. Let's find out. Oh. All right, let's have a little look here. Is this small? That probably looks small, huh? Yeah. I don't know if this is gonna work. Yeah, we'll stick over here. We'll stick to the fast track. I'll pop over to the top step every minute or a couple minutes. How about you get this over here? All right. So All right, Dewey. I'm gonna get those charts eventually. I'm gonna get that ATR. It's the most thing. It's pretty fascinating. So all right. So here, let me just see here. Dewey, do you use both lines for the RSI or only one? Which one do I need to get rid of? The MA or the RSI line? So we don't need the MA. MA just needs to go. That's what needs to go here. MA can go. Where are we at here? By the way, we have a 1 bar break on the Top Step account. A 5 minute. Where are we at here? Where are we at? Why is this? MA. Don't need the MA. There we go. Alright. These lines could be pretty much the same, but alright. Let's see what happens here. So if we bounce off the 50, 50 is going to act as support too, I think, right? We want to hit the 30s. I think the RSA is like the biggest. MACD I don't really need to know too much of. Volume I need to know a decent amount of though. Alright. Why is this not red and green? It's green and green. Need to figure out the so 2 bar break here on the 5 minute. Let me just pop you over to the Top Step real fast. Go this full screen here. So 2 bar break. Notice the volume here. A lot of buyers got absorbed here at the 30s, right where we're expecting this big seller to be. If this breaks to the downside, if we get a 2 bar break, the volume needs to get above this guy. And we need to break above this guy. If we don't break below this guy, then it doesn't count anyways. So need the volume, need it to break, and need the volume to kick up. If it doesn't do that, this is invalid. So not too worried about that. Hold on one second. All right. So let's see what happens here. Back over here. RSI bounce off the 50. Comes up, did this, bounced up. MACD's coming up. So really, you just need fibs at this point. I got rid of players. I pretty much understand players. I think I'm just going to keep the overlap from now on. The overlap zones. Because I think those are going to be the strongest. We do have this buyer down here. I already know there's going to be buyers here. It's not going to need to be. I'll chart them out on the Top Step actually. Top Step is actually a little cleaner for charting those out. So we'll do that. All right, so I'm going to exit out of all of these fills down here. I'm going to keep that double as well. So what? All right, give me 1 second here.
beats. A beats. Where's mom? Let's go find mom. Let's go find mom. Come on. Come on, Mom.
All right. Let's see. Where are we at here? Take this, but I want to take out this seller first. I mean, this buyer here. We'll see what happens here on the 15 minute. 15 minute, we're getting a little bit of a 2-bar as well. So we'll see how this works out. Volume's kicking up. Could have been a good short there. The fair value gap in the center. I just didn't take it. I wanted this one. I'm gonna get a little, playing a little more conservative. Trying to get, I'm getting burned front running things a little bit too heavy. So that is that. Dewey, take care. That sounds good, man. I got my RSIs and my MACDs on here, so it's happening, dude. All right, I got family duties. Yeah, I got a little monkey here, so I'm gonna sign off. You guys take care. Have a good day, and we'll keep streaming. I'll be trading. I'll probably pop into the Fast Track Discord, hang out for a little bit. But yeah, I'm gonna still trade in the markets. And if you guys haven't subscribe. Appreciate you guys stopping by. Try and trade a little bit better context tomorrow. So, anyways, take care, guys. Have a good one. Peace.